to Blacksburg, Virginia this afternoon at the Terrorville, where the Virginia Tech Hokies will touch that Hokie stone and get ready for another season in Lane Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hokies will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense takes the field. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on its shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The DBs will back off a bit. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The inside handoff. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Drones. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hokies. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, after that touchdown, the crowd here at Lane Stadium is absolutely going crazy. This is one of the great environments and best fan bases in all of college football. Exit light, enter night.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Edwards. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now it's going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really...
He'll take a deep shot here. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result...
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up with 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Nevada. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
And a great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Avoids pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And the Hokies will punt this one away. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Skips away from pressure. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Run in the red zone. It's Ray. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David,
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit from these people.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Power football with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air. It's Drones. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. He's got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We got a timeout here late in the... Now, trying to get more points on the board before the break. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The give and the run on 4th down. Tackle is made after the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. On the run, it's Thomas. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1. Brings up second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Hokies decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Got his man on the right. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety.
That was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on second down. The give out of the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They take the lead with the 6. How about this? These guys are going for 2. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to throw, it's Edwards. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Off he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Finds his big tight end. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to slam in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and on third and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to fourth and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give to the single back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. He's right on target. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On second down, he's looking downfield. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 15 over Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Dropping back, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They want that clock to run. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Working that left side now. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Aerial assault continues. Might be looking to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Edwards. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra defense.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Thomas. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And, David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.